Welcome to Raygo Chess. My name's Max. I'm on the road to 1000 ELO. We're currently at 904 ELO. Look, I'm not amazing at chess. I'm just a regular lad trying his best. I've been playing for about 18 months. 924 is the highest we've been. So we were on a bit of a losing streak, but we've started to get a couple of wins. My confidence isn't as low as it has been the past week or two. If you are new here, I try and upload at least one video a day, and I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who's left comments, subscribed, and liked the previous videos. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. I do play 30-minute rapids for anyone who doesn't know. Basically, just give myself enough time to think. So we are playing a 811 ELO, and what we're gonna do is no particular opening, because I'm not up on the openings really. I know a bit about the Italian, a bit about the Sicilian, but the Sicilian wasn't really working for us. So I'm really going to try and focus on just developing my pieces and sticking to the principles. So he's offering, isn't this the Queen's Gambit? Someone once said when they offer the Gambit, take the first, and then whatever they do next, ignore. I don't know who it was who said that, but that's what we're going to do. Okay. So let's just focus on getting castled. So let's play to that. And also we want to defend this because he has just attacked it with the bishop. What's the best way to defend that and to develop? If I push here and you take there, I can't take because you're backing it, and then this pawn gets taken anyway. If I hop in here, you take this, and then I can't even take this because of the queen. So is the only way to defend this to push this pawn? Which we're not planning on castling this side anyway, so I suppose it's an option. How else? I can't really defend that pawn any other way, so I'm not going to overthink it. Oh, we have doubled up these as well. Let's just back it this way. I don't know. This is what you're going to get hit on this channel if you are new, is someone who doesn't really... I don't know the lines. You're not watching a GM. This is just someone who's playing to back his pieces and try and checkmate the opponent. I mean, I know everyone does that, but you're going to see it in a much simpler way than most other YouTube channels. Let's just put it that way. So now you're defending that. So now I could potentially just push up and defend this. Oh, sorry, he's not defending, he's attacking. Not only that, if you were to hop in there, I'm not really too bothered about it because your follow-up moves are not really threatening without me being able to take you back. If I push this pawn forward, that is a developing move for my piece, my minor piece. Another option would maybe just push this forward, but then I haven't developed any pieces. So I think I am going to do that on the basis that it's developing a piece. Yeah. Maybe start looking to get... Okay. So you attack... You defend that 3 times. If I push forwards... What if I just actually offer this one up, since the crossed anyway? But then if you take, I can't take with the bishop, but I can take with the knight. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And if you do push forwards, we can take with this bishop. Or we could just push forward again. Yeah. So now we've got 2 pieces developed. Okay. You're attacking this. I can get you. I can get you. You jump in there. I can get you. If you jump in there, I can get you. Maybe we use this as an opportunity to develop. Actually, what if I was just to hop in here, threaten the king? That's a check. And then the only way you can defend that, I mean, you could jump back, to be fair. But I suppose it gets you out my half of the board. And if you don't see that move of hopping the knight back, and you decide to do any of these, we can just take the knight. But before I make that move, is there anything better? So that's the idea. Check. Hopefully he just drops. Take the knight. If he hops back in that scenario, I wouldn't particularly want to leave me queen on the edge of the board. So, but at the same time, I'd be wanting to look to get me castle in. Let's just do it for now and see what happens. I'm expecting him to hop his knight back. If he does, maybe we push this pawn forward and start fighting for the center. It will also be backed by the queen, backed by the knight. Okay, did find it. What I don't like is maybe I bring the rook across. And then once I move the bishop out of the way, his queen's a target. But before I do that, what can he do? He could come and take this pawn. But then I suppose I could move up, threatening his queen, and then come and get that back. If he takes the pawn, we move the bishop up, attacking his bishop, attacking his queen. He'll probably move the queen out of the way somehow. I suppose, oh no, he won't be able to drop it here, but he could drop it there and back the bishop. The knight's pinned currently. What I was... Basically, for those who have been following, I have learned from some of my... Okay, so you're offering a queen trade. That's crazy. Can I capitalize? Okay. If I take, you take... If I take, you take, then I hop the knight out the way and I'm threatening your knight instantly. And then if you hop there, that's a problem. What if I come across here? He could hit this twice. Not only that, Oh no, that won't be hanging because I can get it. If I come across here, I'm protecting everything. I don't want to trade the queens right now because I don't think it does anything for me. And then with the idea of then hopping the knight out maybe back by the queen, and then the bishop's attacking the queen. Yeah. Trading isn't really going to help us right now. And I feel my heart fluttering because I'm going, oh no, his queen. But my queen is just as powerful as yours, mate. Let's not forget that. If I come up here and let him take my queen, I can get my bishop out as a development move, and it's attacking. Well, it'll take his queen back, and it'll get my bishop out, and then start getting ready for castling. But is there anything else we could do? I feel like that's what I have to do. Push, protect the queen, let him take, come out, take his queen, and then be one step ahead in development. What an odd game of chess. When am I going to be able to just play Principle? Every time I start one of these videos, I start with, right, I don't know an opening, so I'm just going to do Principle. I've done nothing Principle. Nothing at all. Let's get this knight out. Okay, if you hop that knight in, maybe we pin this knight. If you hop that knight in, you can't do nothing on your own. But do I just prevent that anyway? And then that sort of, yeah, because if I come here and then get the castle in, that's sort of the snorkel. I know it's that way usually that you want to snorkel and give your king the breathing space. But this one move does two things. Stops this knight coming in, and when I do castle, my king has an escape route from the back rank check if I'm ever in that scenario. If you hop in there, and then you hop in there, I can't do anything. And if you hop in there, I can't even come here and put you in check because... Or do I do something more threatening? Do I get my knight involved? Hop the knight and then try and hop in there? Let's do that. Why am I in defensive mode? Now he's got to think about that. If I hop in there, that's a fork. So you think about that for a second. Hang on a minute. What if I come up here? Then you drop there. It's too late. But if I hop here, say he moves, and I hop here, that's you in check. And then if you were to drop there, I could potentially come up. Oh no, because the knight. I have, however, got this this rook. Another thing, by the way, if you are new here, because my brain can't do too many things at once, you'll notice that I call the pieces the wrong names. I do know what they are: the rook, the bishop, the knight, the pawn, the king, the queen's gone. I just get lost in translation. What? Shut up. Okay, that was a nice move, and now you are on for the castle. However, what if I throw a spanner in the works and just take this? And then you can only take the pawn, doubling up the pawns, and then your castling rights are gone. Not the worst idea, Potter. Not the worst idea. And there she goes. And now if I hop in here and you do hop in there, I can get you. Develop the last piece. Get our castle in. We're safe. You're not. Same amount of pieces on the board-ish. You got one more pawn than I have, but so what? This knight's doing big things. Okay, so what if I just drop this back? That works. That does work. I drop that back. You hop in. I take. You take. I take. Get the second rook involved. Drop the king. Both rooks in the centre. His king in the centre. Not the worst position I've been in, Mr. Potter, but not the best. And if none of that happens, we'll just get our castle in. Okay. Okay, so he's sort of castled, but I bet it isn't the one he wanted to castle on. By the way, as well, I've also got this setting on that when I make a move, I have to confirm it down here to prevent mouse slips, basically. Now what I will do, actually, is push this forwards and kick this bishop. Giving the king the snorkel, kicking the bishop. If you take, we take back. If you don't, we're going to get you. Unless you retreat. Yeah, thought you might. Oh, okay. One attacker, two attacker, one defender, two defender. Are you really going to want to swap both of them for a pawn and a rook? I don't believe you. I do not believe you. What other options? Maybe we... How do we get this involved? Dare we come up, threaten this bishop? Hang on a minute. What if I hop in here? No, then you're going to take. What if I come and threaten the knight and then you move somewhere? That is about the only place you could move to be safe. Then you're threatening that. What if I just roll this pawn forward for now? Just start getting it down the boards. Wait to see what he does. So you do want to swap. You gonna do it again? Okay, so you did swap a bishop. Hang on. Yeah, for a knight. What, now I take, you take. And then you can come and get that as well. But what if... No, because if I let you take there, I can't get you back. I have to, unless I push there, and then you hop in here. No, I have to take, I reckon. If I let you take, I can't get you back. If I push up and just defend, and then you take, I would have to take and double up my pawns. I can't take this because he would take that. See, that was a mouse slip. But if I do take this, and then he takes either way, I can't take back, and then I lose this pawn. What if I take this? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking pin. The only issue is then if he hops in here, he forks me and I can't do nothing about it. If I hop in here and he takes with the pawn, and then I come across and pin, he comes down and protects, but then his rook is stuck because he can't leave this side. So I'd have to move his king to unpin it, but I would have a move in between that. So that's as far as I can get. It could be wrong. Actually, what? Oh, yeah. Now I've also freed up a potential... What if I was to come up here? Check. Come up here. Check. You move. You could also drop that, but I doubt you're going to do that and lose a pawn. Another check is here. What if I just push this forward and offer a trade? Oh no, you coming in here now anyway. Oh, I can't actually because the bishop is homing in. Don't like this. I suppose I could come up here and back this now actually. Yeah, let's fight for that quick. And then maybe get a discovered check in depending on what his next move is. What I might do is push this forward, swing this rook across, and then swing the second one. Oh no, I can't because of this. Maybe I need to focus on rolling this forward. He's just disconnected. Not gonna lie, part of me wants him to stay disconnected. What? Right now, I can't see a win, but it's in there. Oh, it's in there. Okay. Let's stop any more advancements. Actually, I don't want to push there because then he could potentially get the pawn if it's on a white square. So maybe I just stay on the blue square for now while he's got this bishop on the board. What if I come across and threaten this pawn? Obviously, you're going to drop at that point, aren't you? But we have to do something. Scooby knew you were going to do that. Okay. Irritating. What if I just... No, if I drop back, I lose that pawn. Let's try and infiltrate. Oh my days, can't do nothing. Unless I push this now. Perfect timing it. Push that, then I come up and it's backed. And if you want to come and take it, I'll come and get you. Nice. Then come across and get that. And then it all starts falling apart. Well, it won't because of that, but it's a start. It's trying to breach down the barricade at the moment. What are you doing, looking to push? Let's stick to our plan. If you push, I'll come across and threaten this. Oh my god, I've just given that up. What an absolute fool. He's not even seeing it. But we're going to use this as an opportunity anyway. We've got to murder people. Murder. I can't believe we just got away with that. So we're expecting you to come and back this. What I don't like is this pawn. Saying that, at the moment I could get it. Oh. Okay, but if I just drop back, then that's still back in this. I could even drop back here. Where do I want to drop back? If I drop back here, that gives me both angles. If I drop back there, it just stays here. So maybe... Or do I just drop back there? Oh no, because I need to defend that pawn. What am I on about? It's going to have to be there. Because I also don't want to block the rook in. Don't want to block the rook in from cooking. What? Shut up. Damn. I mean, he's doing the right thing getting his king involved, to be honest. Oh. He's also just blocked that, so I could go up. Hang on. If I go up and then you move the king down, no, you can't because I'm still on that file. If I go up, you drop. I still got. I can always come back, can't I? It's risky. I'm scared of that square. I'm scared of that square because of this. Well, you can't go there. 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 You could drop your king there. Hang on. If you move here to back this and then I move across, couldn't I start potentially walking this pawn somehow forwards? You move there, I move there. I push forwards. Okay. What a fool. What an absolute fool. I got greedy. I got seriously greedy. Aye, and I paid the iron price. I paid the iron price. Never had a choice. Never had a choice. I push there, you push forwards. I push up. You come across, take. If I ignore it, you come down and take. You push all the way. Saying that, if you did come down and take, I could come there. Unless you drop first. But if you do drop first, then I take. So maybe I ignore that. Maybe I push up, threaten this, hope you move the king somewhere. Another option is just drop, threaten this. But then I'm not backing that. Let's just go there. It's over, innit? Let's be honest. Oh, do you ever get the feeling you're fighting a losing battle? That's the feeling I've got right now. Got to get my king all the way over here somehow. Trying to stick to the blue squares if I can. It's done me like a kipper. Done me like a kipper. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh my god. Too busy then just thinking about running the king across. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Where did it all go wrong? What did I do? What did I do wrong? I guess we'll have to check in the game review. Just try and get around these pieces to create a stalemate of some sort. Exceedingly painful, Mr. Potter. Exceedingly painful. Yay, back in the 800 club. Just where we like it. Can't believe I blundered me rocks. I played so bad. So bad.
Establishing center control with their pawn. Fighting for the queen. White takes full control. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now They bring out their knight, increasing their... You had a better way to defend a pawn. Your opponent creates a pawn chain. This central break opens line. I like their... You use the recapture. They took your pawn for free. A nice fork here puts... This is the only good move. You're preparing for the game ahead. They've made a mistake and their rook is now lost.
Explain.
This is the only move that works and They've made a mistake and their rook is now lost.
Their rook?
Their bishop moves into the game. They've made a mistake. This is the only move that... A clear recapture. Your move can lead... This move...
Oh.
You can win a rook with a... Their king steps away from the check by your knight.
Got it.
You recaptured. Their best you are threat. Their moves. You are forced. A straightforward. Nice development. You get a chance to win a bishop through a fork.
Explain.
Black will be winning a bishop with that fork.
Oh my god. I just didn't see it. I was in too defensive mindset.
They move their king. That bishop is yours for the taking.
It's a tough one.
You missed an opportunity to win a... They prevented you from being castling on opposite, moving their bit. With that move, they moved. They had an opportunity to punish your inaccurate play, by recapturing your opponent. That was a clear. Good job. That's not this move. Creating a. Yes, they made one. Not the best move. Your opponent. Your move puts your rook on an unsafe square.
That was it. Oh, she wrote. And I missed. She even
They
missed
a
it.
chance to cap. You trade off equal material. A straightforward. Good job. That's what I. Decent move. This moves your. They defend. Very good choice. They slipped. Your
And
rook
I
is
done
left
it
hanging and
again.
Can be captured for free.
Done it twice. I've only got myself to blame. That's it. It doesn't matter what happened next. That was it. It's me. It's my fault. Yes. We get it.
This move still keeps their checkmate plan on track. Your opponent sealed the victory with a ladder.
And just like that,
Watch for those ladder patterns to avoid them next time.
that's how you squander a game of chess. So we're back in the 800 club. I've got no one to blame but myself. I feel like it was just one of them weird games. I didn't do any of the opening, but he didn't allow me. I think he did the Queen's Gambit, and from then on, it was just mad. He took the centre with his pawns. He played well. I can't even hate. I can't even be mad. He played well. I squandered 2 rooks. The better man won. The better man won. Hopefully, we can play more games, get back to the 900 club. But if you want to see that, subscribe to the channel, tune in, and well, the video will be out tomorrow. Whether we're back in the 900 club or not by then, that's a different story. But tune in to find out.